cocaine, and Sibboleth.
No.
Oh.
No,
You're going to search for like cocaine.
The other dangerous drug.
Yeah.
Oh!
Black as the soul, I'd rather die than give you control. Head like a hole, black as the soul, I'd rather die than give you control.
Welcome to the F Plus Podcast, a crazy place with terrible things read with enthusiasm. In the room tonight, we have Boots Rain Gear.
And when Santa Claus say ho ho ho, he want 3 of them bitches.
Bunny Bread.
Have taught tantric clergy sex. I am not considered a very good lover, but an excellent teacher of sexual things. Have not had sex in years, by the way.
Jack Chick.
The only authorized restaurants are as follows: McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, and Del Taco. Under no circumstances make a room.
Kumquat's up.
The page I wrote on this, I think, is the best article ever written on the topic in all of history. I periodically add updates.
And Lemon. Love can be produced by placing the person's DNA into an electronic circuit to form a radio frequency electronic oscillator. Works for me!
Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve.
Hey, F Plus.
Hey, Lemon.
Hi.
Hello.
How close are you to knowing the truth?
Like this close. My fingers are really close together.
Not anywhere
Right
high.
behind
All
Basil
the truth?
Please teach me.
No. The truth.
Oh, the truth about cats and dogs. Yeah. Love that.
I got Amazon Prime.
I want to introduce you to a site called www.nz9f.com.
That rolls off the tongue.
This is what do you want to say? Screed? No, the personal site by a man named John Kirshner, Ph.D. I question both of those honorifics.
You mean Kitchen?
Oh, I meant Kitchen. You're absolutely right. John Kitchin, Ph.D., doctor. And he has some truths to share, lots of them. He also has lots and lots of fonts. This is a site that Montrith was very, very, very excited about. And was messaging me about frequently. So I think that we're going to have, we're going to learn some things.
Certainly.
So I think this is going to be pretty exciting. Let me start out here from the About Us page. This header is on each and every page, so it does not look like the page change when you click a new one. You will need to scroll down after clicking on any selection. Hint, use Internet Explorer and 125% to 150% browser magnification for best results. If you can do better than operating a search engine website, small university, food pantry, soup kitchen, 2 newspapers, political party, 3.2 million emails a year, write news articles, and provide psychological counseling, all on $40 a month, then you are better than me. Most Reverend Dr. John Kitchen, NZ9F, PhD. So he just got one more honorific.
Yes.
He's Reverend at this point. Hey, are you new to San Diego? You will need 2 identification cards, one from the Jewish Protestant Mafia at 299 17th Street, and the other from the Catholic Mormon Mafia at 15th and Imperial. Click here for more info. Caution that those other places that are both in Machine Gun Alley, the core of the Bottoms Ghetto.
I should point out to anybody listening to the podcast who is not seeing this website, just know that no matter what word you're reading on the page, it will be a different color than the word 5 words before it.
Yeah.
And possibly a different
like if you're
font
at
and/or
work, if you're on the
size.
bus, wherever it is that you are, that you're listening to this podcast, you don't have to read along. I know some people like to do that, some people don't like to do that. Whatever it is, your choice. But you should absolutely just bring up nz9f.com in a web browser. Just look at it for just a minute. Just
not a full minute. A
minute might be a bit long, but just to get a perspective of what's going on here. So let's start out learning a little bit about Dr. John Kitchen. I'm sure that that intro was helpful. So Boots, if you'll scroll down to About Us, it's giant red underlined text. And then there's blue text that's also underlined in red next to it. There's a shopping cart that says homepage, and then there's a mortarboard hat that says Milwaukee Free University.
Wait, there's text on this page?
Yeah. Try to read it.
Originally formed because of the inability to locate resources via San Diego 211, either by telephone or on its website, NZ9F.com is a search engine
Yep, sure is.
for specific
You're
information.
learning more every day.
For specific information which impacts poverty and homelessness in San Diego. There are lists of hot meals, food pantries, commodity and food bank sites, nonprofit service providers, medical and psychiatric providers, and way, way more. In addition, there are college courses online, courtesy of what's left of Milwaukee Free University, with no tuition nor enrollment required. Most?
Hey, Boots! Boots! I have a very important question.
Oh, yeah?
You know the
Like
you know
carousel.
the part on a website where you have a picture of a gorilla giving a thumbs up, and it
Yeah,
says
yeah,
humor
yeah.
underneath. You know that
It
part
says
on the
humor,
website?
yeah, okay.
Will you
Standard
read
in
the
any
part
website.
that's under that standard piece on the website?
Same page.
The same page.
This website also contains both public indexes and secret ones.
Secret one.
One of the many public indexes is the publication help page, PH, at www.nz9f.com/ph.
Okay.
It gives arrows, boxes, buttons for go-to, clip art, links for
Thank
free
God.
online photo processing, type over photos, icons, backgrounds, wallpaper, etc. for publishing your website or newsletter. It also has subpages with more info.
Good.
All right, good. So now I know a little bit of the site. Now I want to know a little bit more about the man behind it. So, Bunny Bread.
Yes.
I need to learn a little bit about Dr. John Kitchin. So you're going to start off with the headline, How Intellectuals Become Homeless, My Personal Story, Ruled Typical.
Oh. First, I present the condensed version of all this, as it is lengthy. The complete text is below, along with updates in the lower right and ramifications lower left.
Great, cool.
The story of how I became homeless by Dr. Ph.D. Kitchen John 9A5A. Blah. Patterned after Goodwill Industries.
Okay, yep, Goodwill.
I operated a non-profit sole proprietorship that was a place with which employed 26 people who probably couldn't get a job anywhere else, for a variety of reasons. President Reagan, you may have heard of him, had the country in a recession, a capital recession.
Yep.
And many of these people were
Notable.
too young, too inexperienced, too old, or even too intelligent to get a job, myself included.
He was all of those.
I'm all of those at
He
once.
was young and too old.
Nobody would hire me. Appraised at $40 million in today's dollars. I ran it as a heating and air conditioning business, primarily to employ people as telemarketers, selling the cleaning of homes' furnaces. I learned something very disturbing early on. Certain elderly people became very disoriented in winter if they had exhaust leaks into their home from furnace equipment.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
What?
And then you take their jewels.
Even extremely small leaks gave them some of the symptoms of Alzheimer's. I wanted to look at every furnace in Milwaukee and test for leaks. I believe it to be caused by oxides of nitrogen.
Scroll down to the church groups, please.
Oh, my favorite.
I want to just, if someone could keep a running tally of how many times in this episode I say, scroll down to.
The church groups. To the Mormons, I was a business competitor, and convicting competitors unjustly of crimes is how they handle competition.
I, too, was a manufacturer of underwear.
You've won this time, Mormon Inc. All right. And convincing competitors unjustly of crimes is how they handle competition. They sent out agents to many of my customers to try to convince people that I had somehow cheated them.
All right.
Mostly they failed. Because although many of my customers were elderly and could be talked into lots of things, not that I would do that, the bulk of them were smart, not stupid.
Feel like you contradicted yourself just a smidge.
Well, I mean,
You'd be wrong.
I think that'll get resolved. But I mean, my question is: are there any other players in this conspiracy?
Funny you should ask. The Jewish cabal played a major role in this as well.
Oh, yes, the Mormons and the Jews, the best friends forever.
BFFs!
In 3 ways. First, the peer review board of the Jewish so-called Better Business Bureau, which is a group of business competitors that have a vested interest against competition, started spreading lies about what I was doing and how I was doing it. Secondly, the Jewish television media made me look both unethical and criminal, demanding action from the local district attorney, if that was his real name. Third, the cabal themselves, in the form of such groups as Court Watch, jammed the courtroom at my trial, abusively interfering spiritually, medical term, not religious,
What?
so intensely.
What? What?
I'm also a doctor. It's in my name.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Fair enough.
Doctorate and a PhD.
Yes, so interfering spiritually, so intensely and so extremely that I could not even think straight, much less advise my attorney. 'Cause I guess
And I
that-
represented myself, so...
For a discussion on how that is done, see some other page that we'll have to scroll down a great deal.
Sure.
They actually had several expert witnesses lie at my trial.
Were they experts at lying?
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah. In retrospect, it makes sense. 2 of them have since apologized. Sorry about the lie.
So I have another question. If you scroll down a little bit, did you spend any time in prison? Say just above the scapegoats section?
I did spend time in prison, and that was an education unto itself. At least 80% of everyone in prison did not commit the crime that they were sent there for.
Whoa!
Fancy that!
Fucking... Why have I not seen that HBO documentary?
Yeah.
I was surprised as well. How do I know? I volunteered as free legal counsel and found that many had absolute and irrevocable proof.
Wait, from within prison?
Yeah, he volunteered
of course.
to visit prisoners in prison while in prison.
Why not?
Like you do.
I mean, you can't fault them for convenience, can you?
And found that many had absolute and irrevocable proof that they did not commit the crime. Things like ATM receipts, you're allowed to keep those in prison after you've been convicted.
Sure.
Picture included. Picture. They had picture, one of them.
No, though. Like when you go to the 7-Eleven, you buy a pack of cigarettes, they give you the receipt, and then they take a picture of you holding
Oh,
it.
yes.
And then put it on the receipt. Yeah.
Memories.
The old photo receipt.
I used to get a caricature drawing of every time.
Here's your cigarettes. Do you like roller skating?
Yes.
Here's your balloon animal receipt.
F-14 fighter jet.
Oh, cool, I'm flying a kite.
Things like ATM receipts, picture included, that proved they were someplace else. And when I contacted the press, they always made matters worse.
Isn't that just the way?
They were in on the corruption. In fact, they were often responsible for the corruption. So, now you know.
Gonna try to just not do like every network reference I can think of. If we'll scroll down, so you had a trial, the Jewish cabal, the Mormons involved.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You went to prison. Did you learn any lessons? Were there any lessons learned?
Well, there was the learning that all government, including the criminal justice system, is 6,000,000% at least corrupt. These are the kind of percentages that they used to use on Maury Povich, isn't it? I'm 100,000% sure that ain't my baby.
Yep.
Okay. Is 6,000,000% at least corrupt. Caused me to lose faith.
It might be more than 6 million.
It could be.
At least, yeah.
6,500,000%, I think. Corrupt. It caused me to lose faith in everything I believed in. I saw corruption as early as the university, where many organizations wanted to get bogus research published to further their political goals in return for $1,000,000 grants. I thought that to be the exception, not the rule. I believed in the law, religion, the truth of the news media, and all that, until one day the media started to lie about me.
Oh, come on, media. Get it together.
Yes, media. And the lies continued. I was very upset, especially because something I held sacred had been compromised.
What, the news media?
I always depended upon the television news to tell me what was...
Twelve-vision.
To television.
Yes, on Channel 12. I always depended upon the television news to tell me what was going on and what I needed to know. And of course, we do not unjustly convict people of crimes. Now, do we?
I mean, if you can't trust Wolf Blitzer, who can you trust?
So that's all great, but what's your ruling on this?
Let me think. My judgment is that the Jewish cabal, Mason Knights Templar, and Latter-day Saints pay criminal restitution. I'm sorry, what? Shall I repeat?
No, this is great.
Go on.
They should pay criminal restitution jointly and severally liable for the crime of intentional obstruction of justice. I ask a minimum of $1 billion in very fair damages. That's very fair.
Very fair damages.
Highly fair damages. All things considered. And an additional $1 billion prorated
Because
over time.
I was worried that was it.
Yeah.
No,
Adjusted for inflation.
just $1 billion, right?
No, prorated over time for each year past
prorated.
January 1st, 2013 that it takes to resolve this. This is $83 million a month, in case you're wondering.
Okay, so a bunch of organizations that don't exist, except maybe the Mormons, should give him a bunch of, just fuck tons of money because?
Wait, are you saying the Latter-day Saints and the Jews don't exist?
The Jewish
No, he just
cabal?
doesn't believe in the Jewish cabal.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those.
Oh, yeah? Well, who did 9/11 then, huh?
The Latter-day Saints, obviously.
Oh, whoops.
Get it together, Bunny Bread.
I
Come
feel like
on.
an idiot.
So that's cool. We know that Dr. John Kitchin is a victim of circumstance, and that page, God, does it keep going.
Yeah, it does.
Just keeps
Not
going.
even
There's stuff in
halfway
bold,
down.
there's stuff that's not in bold, and there's stuff in red. So instead, we're going to leave /me, and we're going to go to...
Lemon, did you notice that it's to be continued?
Yes, I did.
Don't
I
leave
might
us
go to
hanging.
prison again. So we're going to leave /me, and we're going to go to www.nz9f.com/Jesus. That sounds like a chick page to me.
Yeah, it does.
And actually, if you'll just start off here, I got this is like a 26-point font Jesus page in red, bold, underlined, page in development.
Mm-hmm. Where would you like me to start?
Oh, just start at the top there. Jesus of Nazareth was born.
Okay.
There's a top.
Yeah, you have to scroll down past the top to get to the top. Jesus of Nazareth was born on March 21st, 4 BC, the son of a Roman soldier and a Jewish temple prostitute, virgin, named Mary Magdalene.
Oh, wow, that's rewriting everything.
Wow.
She was a well-educated and high priestess. Jesus was her third child, as was the custom when a temple virgin becomes pregnant with the third child she's given away as a wife. The unmarried man...
And then everyone looks into what the word virgin actually means.
I doubt he even knows what temple means.
The unmarried men, boys in Judaism, assemble and place their staffs, walking sticks, into the ground. A dove is released, and whatever staff it lands on gets the virgin, an honor as she is holy. Joseph, a member of the Nazarene cult, won the honor. The Nazarenes pioneered carpentry, and so were permitted to operate their own religion within Judaism, a religious order. Thanks for clarifying. Everyone
So
was
it's not a sports team, okay.
Everyone was Gnostic and contributed their blood and or semen to all of the food of the group.
One for you, one for you, and
Flesh
here's
of
one
my
for
flesh,
you.
jizz of my jizz.
They also had group sex and sex with their own children.
Sure.
Adding a high priestess got comments all the way from Rome, the emperor saying, "This is a perversion of religion. The only good thing to ever come out of Nazareth is very fine carpentry."
Well, that's Jews for you.
Then,
Why did we hire Louis Tully to do this sermon?
Check. I found your inhaler. Just take a couple puffs on that. Maybe it'll calm you down just a little bit.
yeah.
Okay. All right, keep reading then.
Yeah. Jesus was precocious and got spiritual and sexual help from his mother. Studied Buddhism as a young child.
Yep.
Certainly did.
Sounds about right.
Preached as a young child and even got into trouble because Buddhism is blasphemy in Judaism. Blasphemy is anything going against the quote-unquote established religious truths of a specific region. So even...
Hey! A true sentence! Oh, wait, no, that's a comma. Never mind.
Jesus of Nazareth lived on rooftops, homeless much of his life, but attracted a following, including rich people. Buddhist preacher, he taught forgiveness instead of revenge, alms for the poor, emphasis on one's own relationship with God instead of one's relationship with the temple, and so on, all Buddhist principles. Buddhists do not believe in God, except as a symbol of the power of the universe. God is not a being. Buddhists, then, are just atheist as us ancient pagans.
Wait, pagans are atheists too?
Yes.
Okay.
They believe in multiple gods that don't exist.
Just, because, I don't know, I guess it would look cool.
I like rocks. I like to stay on rocks up. Pretty cool.
I like your dumb atheist character. He's good.
That's a dumb pagan, thanks.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Rome noted Jesus, its religious being ancient pagan, and frequently sent undercover agents to see what he was all about and maybe trick him into saying something punishable. His band of followers grew large enough that he had to take up residence at the Jordan River, where some accounts have him running into John the Baptist. Other accounts say the two lived hundreds of years apart in history. Saul, an ardent Jewish leader and opponent of Jesus, infiltrated Jesus' camp in an attempt to harm it. Jesus introduced him to Buddhist love. Hundreds of...
Yeah. Slow down. Linger on this part.
My apologies. Jesus introduced him to Buddhist love, hundreds of times more powerful than in Judaism, and Saul became converted to Paul.
I want to know so that's a little bit of the story, the history of Jesus. What about the Roman Catholic priests? What are they up to later on?
Yeah, well, so the Roman Catholic priests have many wives called nuns, a religious order being a group marriage, including sexual, involving many people. They also fill orphanages with children, as the church no longer uses abortion nor infanticide as it did for 1,000 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got an idea. First, let's stop doing this, then let's talk about it all the time.
Priest pedophilia has been a secret part of the religion all along, too.
I mean, for a while.
The Jews do not like to talk about their virgins, temple prostitutes, either. Only we bishops write about these things, and only for a seminary course like this, too. Imagine
Wait, he needs another title on his name now, doesn't
Are you a bishop?
Guys,
Yeah, he was a reverend on a previous page.
You guys-
Father Dr. Robert Kitchener.
Can you be a bishop and a reverend?
Yeah, he got promoted on the previous page.
Persecuting priests for pedophilia breaks a 2,000-year tradition.
I mean, there's, kinda.
About 15 of them tried individually to seduce me when I was a young boy going to Blessed Sacrament Grade School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No success there, and made me an atheist as well.
All at once as like a gang.
Come on, buddy.
Hey, fresh meat!
Still, I earned...
They're banging on like just cell bars with cups.
Altar boy, come out and play! Yay! Still, I earned both the Cub Scout and Boy Scout merit badges for Catholic religious participation.
Well, then you were diddled. I mean, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, you don't get
God.
that shit for free.
The reason for the priest's lack of success with me is that I was fed such a huge quantity of Holy Communion, plus school lunch food, containing such a huge quantity of human DNA, blood, and semen, that I could not feel human love at all for much of my life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My God.
Until age 37.
Ah.
After that, it took 20 years to age 57 to recover from the religious victimization. I write more about my victimization on another fucking page.
Yeah, but what about your first religious victimization?
Well, my first religious victimization was at the hands of the Jews, where the main nerve endings of my penis were cut off at just 7 days of age.
I remember it well.
Leave the foreskin, just get the fucking nerve endings.
Circumcision is the exact equivalent of cutting out the female clitoris. It guarantees that the victim can never have complete sexual satisfaction in their lifetime because the nerves that to do that have been cut out of their body.
Okay.
Then what?
I would continue to be hugely victimized by other religions my entire life.
They were cutting off my balls, and then, the glands. They were cutting off a lot of my dick.
That's a pretty good summary of society in general. Continue to be victimized. All right. So that was nz9f.com/Jesus. So I think we all know what's next. And that's nz9f.com/fish. Okay.
Shit.
Yep.
I was going to say superstar.
Kumquats up. We're okay, you're going to scroll down.
Yeah.
And what's the first headline on this page? The actual text that I'm looking for is "Successful lying is the second most productive."
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Yes. Successful lying is the second most productive tool that one can possess socially behind flirting, unfortunately.
Okay.
That is unfortunate.
Business, sales, marketing, relationships, family, ministries, all require being able to skillfully lie and yet be believed. I claim that the most skillful liars of all either become news anchors or political candidates.
Zing.
Yeah, let me tell you.
What about
the
pussy
airline
seekers? Because I've done okay.
We call people who are skilled at telling lies, yet they get believed, professionals.
Oh.
Yes. That is literally what that word really means.
I don't think that's true.
This
It means
is like
news anchors?
This is like a failed Michael O'Donoghue sketch. All right, that's probably the joke.
Getting back to sex.
Don't get it.
Getting back to sex.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
We all want to get back to sex. But
Yeah. The difference between a
never left.
friend and a relationship is prolonged periods of time in which sex occurs, period.
All right.
No other difference.
Okay.
So wait, that means friends have very brief sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've been drinking at my house.
Yeah, boots, come on.
This is true.
You wake up with the bruises in the wrong places. Come on.
And that was the fastest sex, really. It was like record fast.
I mean, come on, just.
No, I know it was great.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's what I loved about it.
And sexual compatibility is one of the easiest things to tell about a person.
Do you got a vagina? I bet you we could have sex then.
Does my bit fit in your bit?
After their appearance, smell, and chat,
Yo, can you hop on AIM for a second? I just need to check something out.
That's how you flirt, right?
I like the smell part. Just, excuse
how
me.
often should I smell my girlfriend's butthole? We humans jump right into bed. If you do not believe that, go back to kindergarten and start learning to be a human all over again.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah. Bringing the real truth.
Yeah. Why do we fuck first and ask questions later?
Because we don't like the questions as much as the fucking. Also, I
Yeah.
don't ask questions.
Yeah.
So, you got a way to get home, or...
Is Brenda? Not Brenda at all. Okay, I'll just go.
Are you a dog? Because it takes many years to really get to know somebody, and we cannot waste all that time to find out someday that we do not get along in bed. Very simple.
Everything about this has been very simple. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. John Kitchin.
Hello, yes?
Dr. Bishop John Kitchen.
Yes.
What gives you the best possible orgasm?
Uh,
the greatest possible orgasm. What gives you the greatest possible orgasm?
Me or you?
I mean, rhetorically, you.
Yeah. What gives the human race
right.
the greatest possible orgasm. Hey! You have already taken this person to bed, so that is a valid question to ask.
Taking the human race to bed? That sounds about
I
right.
asked it then.
Yeah. How could world peace be attained?
Orgasms?
What is your concept of God?
Orgasms?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Why do you vote the way you do?
Why you ask so many questions, Kit? Sucking the dick.
I already had sex with you, that's why.
Oh, God.
Idiot.
You're one of
You brought
those.
this on yourself.
Yeah. What are your religious beliefs? Have you had emotional problems?
Orgasms.
Do your parents get along?
Orgasms.
Do your drugs and alcohol get along? What are your sex fantasies?
Orgasms.
Dream about?
Orgasms.
Sounds like a shrink. Yes, we are getting a gentle person out of this process by being both lover and shrink at the same time. Eventually, this is easy. Since it takes so much long to get to know someone, you absolutely must have more than one lover at the same time.
Of course.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
it's so good. This is
It all
start
comes
speaking
back to
English,
the Mormons.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be Penn Jillette now.
Anyone who demands to have you exclusively, or even worse, calls you a slut, must immediately be dropped like a hot potato!
Oh, I finally remember writing this now. Okay.
You got to give him the hard sell sometimes.
Yeah.
If you learn nothing else, learn that you may need to file several restraining orders.
What?
But that is way better than devoting your life to someone first and then having to file one.
Hey, Dr. John Kitchen.
Yes, hello.
Excellence.
Hi.
It makes a whole lot of sense what you're saying here, but
Yeah, I know.
I just want to have one sex partner.
No.
Can I just have
What the
one sex
fuck?
partner?
No.
Seriously. What?
No, just one sex partner is fine. Just one human will be fine.
Uh,
That's what I'm looking for.
You want just one sex partner? That is like having just one vegetable. Say broccoli.
Okay.
I like broccoli.
Or,
too.
or
You want to
just
fuck
one...
broccoli for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Kinda.
Okay.
Did you put your blood and semen in it?
It's important to consume enough human DNA with every meal.
Yeah. Or just one flavor of ice cream, perhaps vanilla. You and they will get tired of just one choice and break up. Yeah, break up with your ice cream. Yeah, choosing tonight's lover is as important as choosing tonight's wine or dinner entree.
Our specials are we have a lovely Bernadette.
Lovely schnauzer. And
So
just as much-
what pairs with this broccoli?
and just as much fun, too. Jealously is for insecure wimps who want to control you, the same kind that eventually want to beat you into submission.
Yes.
Do not get beaten up now that you know how to avoid it.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
lots
eat
of
broccoli,
people,
right?
then you certainly will avoid all of the crazy people.
Yeah.
It worked pretty well for you, right, Bunny Bread?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, yeah. My God. P.S. I'm dead.
All right, well, that was nz9f.com/fish. We are now going to nz9f.com/god.
Ooh.
Good.
I've heard of him.
I'm going to scroll down to the God page. I would like to give you the details of a meeting that I had with God around 1990.
Did you make a deal with him?
Was it on your calendar?
God does not photograph, but many have seen it, the creator. So I looked in Google Images for a few representations of God that may be accurate.
Oh, no.
I will eventually do my own artwork for greater accuracy. So far, knowing what God looks like is one of many controls that separates the pretenders from the true Gnostics. Those who know God in person and have looked at it.
No,
Follow
I
me?
think that have looked at the IT department.
Yeah, information
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was totally trying to avoid that joke, but, pulled me back.
But, sorry.
I want people to be able to identify God if they encounter same And there are a few things unique to the experience of meeting God and looking directly at God. God is nothing at all like the religious ministers brainwashed you to believe.
So what's God like really?
Well, it seems like the religion business was taken over by Satan years ago, and I wrote that in my biography, calling it the Parable of Satan. It tells a story. For those of you who are wondering why I am so strange, well, meeting God will do that.
Blame God, not me.
It certainly goes that way. It's certainly not the other way around.
It's a pretty long t-shirt. Most of us shut up about it for several reasons. First off, we get treated like lunatics.
Yeah, imagine
the
that.
psychiatrists want to call us delusional, schizophrenic, and since meeting God is almost always accompanied by meeting angels too, well, we treat anyone who has encounters with UFO aliens, angels, as a nutcase.
Oh.
See what I did there? Angels are actually
Yeah, that makes no
not
sense at all.
true, I guess, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah.
The government wants those who have met God to
the,
shut
the
up.
monolithic world government.
Yep. Because we contradict what they teach, and religious leaders call us evil, demons, and Satan.
All at the same
All three
time.
at the once? Okay.
Talking about UFO aliens, angels, meeting God in person, and all that is just as taboo as speaking about how much blood and semen goes into Holy Communion.
Hey!
Is it a lot?
That's bad for religious brainwashing. I already talked about Holy Communion.
Oh, shit. This ain't the Catholic Church,
personally,
XXX.
Personally, I thought Holy Communion 9 was the best of the series.
Yeah. Ass angels.
Please tell me this is going to tie into that Metallica album cover.
Yeah.
I don't... What?
Just making a joke
Load.
about load.
Yeah, make a joke about load.
Oh!
Wow.
The limitations of God include its inability to touch anything. He must use us solid creatures to do that. And it must use science and scientific procedures. God's biggest asset is that it can stop or reverse time to get a different outcome. Powerful guy or gal or thing, it. So I asked God, why me? And was told that it had to do with my being both an atheist and victimized extensively by religion for years.
So
God was extremely pissed off, too.
how are you an atheist and you believe in God? Like that?
No, you're not allowed to know.
No, that's why God chose me, because I'm an
Yeah.
atheist.
Stupid.
I am. I notice I didn't put that in past tense. I am an atheist, and I met God. What the fuck problem are you having here?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay, cool, great.
And that was all. You don't exist, man.
hey, Lemon.
Yeah.
How big is God?
That's a super great question. Killing time. How big is God? Okay. How big is God? If you can answer that one, then you really have seen God. I am not telling you as a control.
Wait, that wasn't even the sentence I was talking about. There's another one. God damn it!
Well, let me finish my sentence then. I'm
Yeah.
not telling you as a control. If you can answer, you get to chat as opposed to me blowing you off as a lunatic.
You that fucking weirdo. Not like us sane godly
Now then,
atheists.
ask me that question again. Let's see if I have a different answer.
Also, how big is God?
How big is God? What are his secrets and weaknesses? The first one is a check to see if you really have seen God, and the rest have to stay a secret, as per orders from God. I was ordered to write this, by the way.
God has a gun to my head.
How big do you guys think God is?
Like, probably bigger than a bread box.
And what if he was one of us?
Oh, fuck you.
Just a slob like one of us?
Yeah, you're just a stranger on the bus.
Nobody calling on the phone.
Except for the Pope, but he's in Rome.
Maybe in Rome. Maybe in Rome.
All right. Well, that was nz9f.com/God. Oh, my God. Okay, just pointing out briefly that thefbl.us is the website. This document I have been really scrolling through a lot, and I just wanted to point out that this document that Montrith put together is 44 pages. And I can tell you this because she told me this. It is currently 44 pages. It is pared down from, I think she had it at somewhere like 70. I was like, I can't read that. And she goes, all right, fine, 44 pages. That's the best I can do.
How about now?
Well, I mean, the whole site is just you can click fucking anywhere and get madness.
All right, so we are leaving /God and we are going to /drugs.
Oh.
Oh.
You mean like ones I listen to on my headphones?
Well, the drugs are actually broken up into categories.
Do I get them from the Jewish Cabal Mafia or the Mormons?
It depends on who's holding what. You
Okay.
You got to kind of you check their inventory and see. So, Bunny Bread, you're going to tell me just a little bit here about drugs. It's broken up into sections. We have a section on marijuana. We have a section on caffeine. We have a section on tobacco. Obviously, heroin and opiates. I mean, no surprises there. But I think we should actually take a little bit of a drug called alcohol. It's a friend of mine.
Alcohol is the most
my soul!
Alcohol is the most widely abused drug, except for caffeine. The oldest psychotropic Neolithic cavemen had booze and knew how to use it. The fermentation occurs naturally, and any fruit juice will automatically turn into wine.
Automatically?
Pick your poison, we really mean that. Alcohol and humans evolved together. The strains of yeast which ferment wine live in the human reproductive system, being held in check by our immune systems. Like the E. coli, which help our digestive systems.
Yep,
Yeast,
right.
You heard me.
Yep.
Yeast is a beneficial and necessary bacteria in our bodies. The earliest intentional manufacture of wine was the mead industry, honey with water added and fermented.
Okay.
This was done by priests, who held the secret of how to make it ferment quickly into wine.
Ooh, I don't trust those guys.
They put in their blood and their semen, from what I understand.
Yep. Oh, never mind. I trust them now.
Yeah. They knew where yeast came from. Okay. Alcohol manufacture led to monasteries where grapes were grown to make wine. Life was okay, as a priest could stay high on alcohol and love at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. John Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a brewmaster?
Oh, yes, I am a brewmaster, so I will try to stay on point. I will try, is what I said.
The brewmaster's code.
He's got a tattoo on his forearm that says, "I will try to stay on point." That he just looks at every once in a while and goes, "Ugh."
Fuck you, tattoo! You can't tell me what to do.
You're part of the brewish cabal, aren't you? Okay. So I'll try to stay on point. Widely available, ethyl alcohol has traditional uses in medicine, sleep, pain, sterility, traditional religious uses, and to this day is used as an antibacterial agent in hand cleaners. Good call, as it is an excellent solvent and quite edible. Probably better than fictional 3-alpha-9 lambda pocotecta. A shot of that stuff on the rocks.
Basically read that right too.
A shot of that stuff on the rocks would probably be dangerous.
Sure. A thing you invented?
Yeah.
The thing that Zaphod Beeblebrox drinks?
Yes.
Yep.
The causes of alcoholism are unknown. I blame booze. But it is likely
That's not fair.
But it is likely that people become alcoholics as opposed to addicts of other drugs because of the legality and availability of booze. All drug abuse, of course, including alcoholism, is a mental illness and must always be treated as such.
Okay.
Substitute something else for the dope before withdrawing it.
That's actually kind of.
Well, that sounds bad, but there's got to be an upside, right?
Oh, fortunately, alcohol has no permanent nor physical addiction in most people. No withdrawal symptoms except a hangover caused it by blocking antidiuretic hormone dehydration. And the only thing... Wait, was it... Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And the only thing needed is some rest, sleep, and peace.
Great, yes, because DTs don't exist.
That's right.
Nope, sure don't.
That just means that you're crumping.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm off the booze, I'm a-dancing!
Woo!
Bunny Bread?
Yo.
I mean, Dr. John Kitchen.
Yo.
I have a question about food.
Oh, that's not booze.
Well, that's what you think.
Oh.
How is food like cocaine?
That's another QI question.
Because like cocaine, food stimulates the reward or pleasure symptoms of the brain. Systems, even.
Yep. Sure.
Like pleasure from sex, that is all a part of life. However, not automatically an addiction.
Just like cocaine.
Just like cocaine.
So, I gotta say, I mean, if I gotta come clean to all of you here, I have eaten food.
I've dabbled in food myself.
I have had sex, and I have done cocaine, and I would say that the three things are very different from each other. They were all nice.
Did you have sex with your food?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Coming from a similar place, I would tend to agree with you because I actually like food.
Sure. All right, I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, moving on. Restaurants are the whorehouses of becoming food satisfied.
One more time, please. I cannot only hear it once.
Restaurants are the whorehouses of becoming food satisfied.
So is Rick showing up at my party the whorehouse of becoming cocaine satisfied?
Maitre D is actually Madame in French.
Like being sexually satisfied. It feels really nice, but eventually hunger comes back. Getting back to food, we have diets to minimize our portliness, trying to shut off our genetic programming to eat. We use drugs to suppress our food drive, such as the stimulants. We establish fast, fix, instant food restaurants perfect for addicts and prey upon their addiction quite successfully. Snack food companies do the same thing, as we have pleasure centers in the brain for salt, sweets, and fats.
Yes.
The hat trick, Triple Crown, is all three in a single unit.
Whoa,
Such as beer nuts.
Yeah!
Nobody could possibly resist the siren call of beer nuts.
Because they're
beer
food.
nuts.
They're food, and they're alcohol, and they're made of sex. Because there's nuts.
Yeah. Well, and we're assuming, it's taken as a given that there's semen and blood in all of this. So,
That's fair.
Sweet
Okay.
salt fat, which is like the drink rum and cola.
Thank you for not breaking a trademark. That was good of you. Okay, so there's plenty more that we could be reading, but we do need to hone in just a little bit.
because we're brewmasters.
Because it's true. So we have to stay on point. Okay, so Jack Chick, I'm going to give you a choice here.
Okay.
All right, so option number one is that we can go to nz9f.com/I, and the page starts out, page continuously hacked. I never got paid for any idea in my life. This page lists internet ideas for patent and development. So that's one option.
Okay.
The other
really
option...
compelling.
So is that I as in like the Apple product prefix?
Yeah, I just couldn't think of anything to follow it.
The other option is nz9f/web_ratings. And that page that page starts out, beware of fake nonprofits, government propaganda websites. This includes the San Diego City websites, the San Diego publicity websites, nonprofits totally funded by the city in order to assist propaganda, official government news, and other government websites, many trying to look non-government, including state and federal websites.
No, yeah, I think we got to go with the second one there. What was it? Like web?
All right. So this is the web ratings page. So Montrith points out that in this layout that you're all enjoying, she points out, after you click on a link, a hidden web page appears in the list at right, in the white vertical bar. Click on it. It is hidden page 227. This will show the products of the deployment of this idea.
Wait, where?
What? The secret Secret pages.
Oh, God.
Wait, how do I get to the secret page?
Is this like the In-N-Out menu?
All right. Hey, Jack Chick.
Hi, Lemon.
Is it true that the internet will die from selfishness?
It is true that the internet will die from selfishness. Let me tell you a little more. Okay.
Okay, when was this written?
2010, on my 58th birthday, which is on July 30th, in case anybody wants...
Oh, this is...
Yes, it is.
Sure is.
This is an
wants to
open
give
letter.
me any
Nice.
sort of birthday present, such as moldy cheese, that would be great. To Yahoo, Google, Apple, AT&T, Verizon, Microsoft, Hotmail, that's not a part of Microsoft apparently, Facebook, Twitter, and more. I'm irritated. Why are you laughing? I'm irritated. I'm fucking irritated.
You're irritated.
I'm irritated.
Oh, no, you're irritated.
I'm irritated not because of the grief you've been giving this website, but because of your failure to get along.
Oh.
You are trashing and burning the web. Do you know what that leads to? Guess.
Burning trash.
I'm a prophet predicting no profit. Recently, Microsoft Hotmail stopped the system I was using to place Sprint pictures on my thumb drive and place them onto this Yahoo site.
Sure, that'll happen. Yep.
And, comma,
What?
it changed the features and operating system on my email to something foreign to me.
I'm an IT person. I can
The day
confirm
before,
this.
Yahoo, also known
It's all
as AT&T, changed its small business login program to accept only Mozilla Firefox and not Microsoft Internet Explorer. Since San Diego libraries have banned Firefox, I only have in-text and cannot log on to update my site. Shall I continue for another 225,000 pages?
Yes, I will.
Ooh.
I am currently withholding a few hundred internet ideas from all of you. Some of these ideas are highly profitable. I will be shutting down this page temporarily because you children are not behaving.
Now you fucked up! Now you fucked
Internet
up!
ideas. Internet
You
ideas.
need to cooperate or there will be no web whatsoever as a result.
Oh, no.
And that comes from God, not me. You don't believe in God? You know what?
Fuck.
And it kind of looks like he doesn't believe in you either. Fucking told.
Fuck.
Can you skip down to when I get irritated?
When I get irritated, I take action. I'm thinking of posting a real military cloaking device.
You're gonna post it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the hook. I'm super interested. I already bought this bomb with air.
Sort of like in a science fiction movie, except for real, on my website.
Sort of.
Solutions page,
Oh.
S, perhaps giving military solutions to the problem of being visible to the enemy? Bipolar? Yes, I plead guilty. Lock me up for that crime. Genius? Well, read Bite Me, and my blog, etc.
Oh, damn. What, like
All right,
Joseph
so
Lee?
I'm gonna skip down because I think we need to hear more about his ideas.
Okay, yep. I want to hear ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting back to the web and what you must do to make it survive. Cooperate. I will develop both my headphone laptop
Good. Sure, good.
What?
plus my social networking site with money to be made by all. Microsoft gets all software except web creation. That's Yahoo Site Solutions to make it easy for the people creating same. Browser is Internet Explorer, and the phone portion works four ways with an internal program to determine whose network fits best at any given moment.
Okay.
It runs all networks, including Sprint. Plus, it can go directly to satellite. The program for choosing nets has detailed coverage info. For example, if AT&T coverage area is going to run out in 3 minutes based on your current GPS location and direction and speed of travel, then the system knows to kick in coverage on the more expensive Verizon so that your call does not end up being dropped. Most simple stuff can use Sprint. I believe it is the best application for Sprint is to send pictures because of the spectrum they're on and the difference between PCS and a cell phone. Broadcast transmission of newspaper photos is a great use of Sprint and my use.
I intend.
No, don't skip that. No, don't skip that middle
What-
paragraph. I want to know
Really?
what happens if no nets are available.
Okay.
Yeah.
If no nets are available, there's the satellite option, but you will be prompted as to whether or not you want to pay
Yeah.
the $5 per minute extra charge.
Sure.
If you're bleeding bad, might be worth it.
Yeah.
All phones can access OnStar.
Yay!
I intend to force all of you to cooperate and get a piece of the action. You won't deal with me?
Oh, wow.
I will establish a competing trinary or tetranary, not binary web and blow the doors off you.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens to speed in apps? Binary is the problem with the web.
Huh?
What?
What? Hey, kumquats up.
Yeah.
You and I, we work in tech.
Sort of. I thought so before this.
Would you agree with this analysis? That binary is really what's holding it back?
I didn't know it was, but now I do.
Will you, when you get to work on Monday, will you get to work on that?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not going to go to work on Monday because fuck, it's binary.
You're obsolete, baby.
Well, just go into all of your machine code and just add 2s to all the...
But it's not saying like a decimal or like hexadecimal system. He's saying a trinary system or a tetranary system.
0, 1, 2.
Yeah. So that means you play Tetris to program.
Yeah, or 0, 1, 2, 3. So okay.
Yep.
That's quadrinary, isn't it?
Those are some very complicated looking transistors.
On, off, kind of on.
Yeah.
That's a setting.
Oh, it
right, do you
takes
guys
place
wanna
in
hear what my
complex
last
number
resort
space.
is?
That's good.
Do you guys want to hear what my last resort is?
Oh,
Shit, yeah.
yes, cut yourself into pieces. What is it?
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
In all seriousness, last resort, I have the capability to design a radio wave that would destroy all life on the planet.
Oh, shit! Somebody give this guy money so he doesn't do it.
Tell me how it works first.
It works.
But there already is a Spin Doctor song.
We have one more piece that we're going to get to. Before we get to that piece, I just want to run through a couple of a small enumerated list, if I could. This is just a short enumerated list. I am withholding a few dozen other ideas that you will need to make this idea work. They come with the purchase, but I won't tell you what they are until you buy. Okay, number 9. One man said he's afraid to log on to my website or operate a computer at all because he could be sent to prison for 20 years if somebody were to force his computer to accept child pornography. A lot of people are afraid of that. I propose an antivirus device that rejects all Trojan images, whether by cookies, programming, or whatever. Include it free in a web browser. That stops lunatics, religious leaders, and our corrupt government.
What?
You like it?
Yeah?
Great, that was number 9. Here comes number 8.
Implement this vague
Regarding
thing.
email security, why not have the customer log in with a phrase known only to them?
Ooh, like a word that you get to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Screw all your other ideas. I don't care about any of them. Tell me about the web index.
Web index.
Yeah, because go 9, 8, 7, 6, and then 1. Web index.
Yeah, so 98761. Okay, web index. www.www.www. That lists all websites in alphabetical order with a bit of info about each. So, then there's eBuy, that's point number 2. Lists items sold by anyone, such as gold, bikes, auto parts, etc. Opposite of eBay. Go to the website to see what you may have that somebody wants to pay cash for.
So exactly like eBay.
So it accepts cash.
No,
okay.
the site just knows what you have. There's a search engine for search engines. This is an active desktop display with icons for the URL, such as
Oh
Yahoo
my
and
fucking
Google.
God.
Specify the type of search desired, and one or more will light up. May also be used to run 3 search engines simultaneously.
Oh my
Left column
God.
Google
What?
results, center column Yahoo results, right column Bing results. This also permits interplaying one search engine against others. Google exact phrase intrepid 3 minus Yahoo and or Bing's special phrase 1. Used as his homepage.
Didn't that already exist as a thing called Dogpile?
Yes.
There should be an icon for the word bullshit or prove it, so that someone can
Ooh.
make a really hard-to-believe statement followed by the icon. You don't believe me? Click here.
Is that the symbol? The happy face?
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's a $1 million tech idea. A fucking icon.
Okay.
So that was point number 4. Then there's point number D. Facebook? Okay, but a commercial website like this can be used to make money, post entire movies, contain pages of family photos with restricted access. Very versatile. I envision 1 billion such websites. Do the math on how much profit that's worth.
I can't.
Yeah.
Hey, Lemon.
Yeah, what's up?
What happened to you when the food was so loaded with human blood and semen?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking. Okay.
Oh, can I do this one?
Yeah. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I can't believe you just fucking volunteered for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I want it.
Holy
shit! This is for me.
Wow.
The food was so loaded with human blood and semen that it made me very sick. It made me somewhat crazy as well, which is very normal.
Yeah.
They got upset when I wouldn't eat it, and when I got really bad case of diarrhea, they refused to give me medicine for that. I was wet farting liquid shit all over for days. I wanted a shower, but it took a day and a half to get permission. I wanted to keep a log, but that was not permitted. Every hour or so, they took a large blood sample, not just a finger poke to check blood sugar for diabetes. Plus, every hour or two, they presented me with legal papers asking that I consent to stay there permanently. I wanted a lawyer, but I was denied. Eventually, I threatened to sue, but I did not lose my temper, gently delivering that message.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, but then your doctor, the doctor that diagnosed you with attention deficit disorder.
So he asked what mental health issues I was suffering from? Is that it? Okay. And I told him ADD, attention deficit disorder. He said that there is no such disease. Just then, his cell phone rang, and he spent the next 50 minutes on the phone helping his wife with her car that refused to start. Keep in mind that at no time
some asshole in my office.
at no time was I ever interviewed. I have no idea what he may have diagnosed me as in the end, but I diagnosed him as being extremely incompetent. I personally do better psychiatric work than that.
As demonstrated by your psychiatric work.
All right, I feel like the F plus us, the 5 of us here in this room, we're I don't know, I mean, intelligent by some definitions, but I don't know what our IQ is. I think that we should right now in this podcast get an IQ test. Does that sound like fun?
No.
Is it by this
Yes.
guy?
Thank you so much for your enthusiasm. It's really important to the bit.
I'm sorry. No!
Fuck you. Hey, Kumquatxop, will you administer an IQ test, please?
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody. What's the difference between Buddhist and Christian spirituality?
Like all of the religious tenets?
See?
No.
Jesus?
No.
Okay.
Anybody?
Moving on.
Anybody smart?
I don't know. I mean, I think they're basically identical from what I understand.
No.
Yeah.
Is it blood and semen?
You get half a point. Both involve the Eucharist. Yeah, Buddhism involves that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big fans of Christ.
But the Buddhists do not add bread and wine to the blood and semen.
Oh, they take it
Doesn't
straight.
seem
All
very
right,
filling,
fair enough.
does it?
Yeah. They call it neat.
All right, so Jack Chick, I think you're ahead right now, right? You're the smartest one in the room.
Well, no, I said blood and semen.
Yeah. What is socialization?
Just like talking, just.
No.
Eating blood and semen?
Jesus.
You got another half point.
Oh,
What?
Mooch, you're super good at this.
Yeah. Socialization is a form of brainwashing. Socialization is the use of Eucharistics, which is the definition of secretly placing blood and semen in the food of others in order to force them to believe something.
Oh!
See, I think I get a full point for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right,
you,
all right,
you
all
have
right.
1.5 points.
Bruce is the smartest person in the room. All right,
Yeah.
what's next? What's next?
Yeah. Wow. What are the two primary functions of liturgy?
Jesus?
Boy,
No.
Blood and semen.
No.
No, they're to
No.
actually ruin the black metal scene by being really fucking crappy and from Williamsburg.
can you get a negative point for that?
Portland. The liturgy. Here's what liturgy does. Let me tell you about liturgy.
Okay.
Liturgy is the collection of love from the people in the audience and charging up the clergy with the same, plus socialization or brainwashing via gnosis.
Oh man, it's like when the crowd's really getting into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's
Yeah.
next? What's next?
Yeah. So, is God all powerful?
I'm gonna go yes.
No.
No, because God doesn't exist. Because the concept of God is actually an it, which is a different thing.
Wait, I got this. I'm an atheist.
Boots is closest again.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
God has to adhere to science, but does have the.
What?
You win again, science.
Fuck, science.
But it does have the technology to stop and reverse time itself, like Superman, to get another outcome.
Oh, right, like science does.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey!
What?
Hey!
What?
Hey!
What?
Are space aliens real?
I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no.
Yes.
I'm going to go with maybe.
Are they actually ruining the black metal scene by being?
Bunny Bread wins.
What?
Yeah. Most are fake stories made up to conceal the truth or even hallucinations, but a handful are very real. There are currently 150 space-capable cultures that we know about.
Doesn't that mean I'm right?
No.
Wrong. Shut up.
The answer is maybe,
The answer is no, but yes.
which means maybe. Hey, will Jesus return? What will happen then?
I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna go with
It's a two-part question.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to say yes, he will return, and then he's got a happy hardcore band that'll start.
I'm going to say no, he will not return, but when he does, he will be killed.
I'm going to say Jesus will return, but he's ruining the metal scene right now because...
Sure. Black metal scene.
No. I'm
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
I'm going to say that yes, he will return, and when he does come, he will ruin the black metal scene.
That is true. He would ruin it.
Yeah. You're all wrong. It's not clear, but if he did, it'd be very possible that the Atlantean angels will get their planet back.
Oh, the Atlantean Angels. Okay. They won the World Series 2 years ago.
Angels, roll out.
Like, after a million left turns, he still found a new way to go. Left.
God. Hey!
What?
What
Hey.
did Jesus mean when he said that he would make the apostles fishers of men?
He meant that the unbelievers, like in the society, were just sort of like they didn't have enlightenment, and that they would sort of fish them out and turn them into enlightened individuals.
Matty was going to fuck him.
Something ruining the black metal scene.
You're all wrong. They were fishing with spawn sack, which is fish semen and eggs.
I should've-
Menstrual blood. And
you
he was
idiot.
going
Oh, God.
to teach them how to do that with humans.
I get a half a point.
Okay, maybe. Hey, how does the miracle of the loaves and fishes work?
Okay. So the
Jesus is
fishes are the
magical.
blood and the
Semen.
loaves are the semens.
Jesus is magical.
Yeah.
See, it has to do with homeless food tokens that sell for more than they're worth.
Valid answer. But Bunny Bread wins again because, hey,
Hey.
hey, have you ever had a loaf or a fish
Yep.
I don't think you have, because here's what happens. Everybody consumes so much DNA that they cannot wait to get home and fuck somebody. Yeah. How many children did the Virgin Mary have?
0.
Like 80. What's a litter?
Wait, is this the Virgin Mary Magdalene?
Yeah.
The Virgin Prostitute Mary Magdalene?
Completely
No.
unrelated.
Oh, 3. 3, we've already covered this.
Exactly.
Boots wins! Boots wins!
Damn it.
Jesus,
Good job
Jesus
remembering
was...
the crazy from earlier.
Yeah.
He was a third and then she was cast out.
Yeah, no, but there's qualification here. 3, Jesus was her third, and under temple law, 3 bastard children was the maximum before being fired and given away to a single man.
All right, I'm tired of getting beat by Boots Rain Gear in this goddamn quiz. Do you have 2 more IQ questions for us?
I don't know.
You have 2 more IQ questions for us.
Fuck.
Perhaps, maybe, why did Adolf Hitler kill Jews?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's to build a giant reservoir of blood and semen.
No. That's not the question. Why was Israel created? What can we learn from this?
To ruin the black metal scene in New York.
I'm going to say to ruin the black metal scene in New Jersey.
Damn it! Israel was created to compensate the Jews from losing Germany. Unfortunate that they were not given Berlin. Instead, we learned from Israel that land should never, ever be given back to a previous owner, such as the Native Americans wanting their land back to do kills off the entire
Jesus.
planet Earth.
Yes, Native Americans. They're going to kill the earth.
Yeah. Okay, my final question.
What's your final question?
I gotta say, my hair wanna just like raised on end for a second because I thought you were gonna bring up the Large Hadron Collider.
That's what I call Jesus. Okay, why should you care about God, truth, religion, and salvation?
They're all gonna feed me blood and semen.
So everyone will fucking shut up about it?
No, you're all wrong.
Oh.
No.
Because there is nothing else. Earth is crap. But if you understand how it works, you have the process licked.
Got it.
Holy shit!
Wow. Hey, F+.
Hey, Lemon.
What did we
What
learn
now?
from this really, really long website?
The opposite of knowledge.
Is the answer blood and semen?
I guess it would have to be.
I mean, I think that I've discovered that I've been browsing the internet completely incorrectly. It's way better in Internet Explorer at 150% magnification. To those listeners who don't understand that joke, Internet Explorer is a web browser that is generally
Wait, what?
Wait, let him finish.
When our
Let him
listeners go
learn
from being young to being dogs? There's something that, like, what do you think? Do you think there's like a visible thing that happens? When...
Yeah, there's a lot of visible things that happen.
Sure. Thanks a bunch. Do you think there's a visible thing that happens when you show, like, people of this disposition, like, the internet and go, like, so here's where you can just kind of, like, write whatever you want? Like, and then, do you think that it's that moment where their sort of eyes, like, open up and they're like,
Well-
oh my god!
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The erection shoots through the pants at that point.
No, I have an answer to this. So, I know that. So we've read a couple of genuine crazy people sites before, and it's always amazing.
This is something.
And you know, at some point, I don't remember what episode it was, but somebody said something to the effect of, you know, you can hear where the font changes color.
Sure.
And this guy
Yeah.
has. We didn't get to read it because it would be useless to read it, but he has a subsection of his site that is literally /fonts.
Yep.
And it's as though he wrote a how-to guide for internet crazy people. He's trying to show them how to change fonts and colors.
Listen, motherfucker, you want to be crazy? This is how you're crazy.
Yeah, and so I think, you know, the standard garden variety crazy person, when he understands that he can write things on the internet, has to go through a voyage of self-discovery to, I can write in, bold blue Times New Roman. It takes 3 years to discover. This guy is trying to cut that time down to be more efficient.
Well, so I always think about it is that there's people, you occasionally you have deep ideas or thoughts about the world and whatnot, and you maybe you want to write them down. People whose brains are misfiring, they're gonna have a lot more shit to write down because they think that everything that's going through their head is monumental and important. And then you have
they need to prove everyone wrong,
right? And so then they're trying to emphasize their text, but they think all of it is of critical importance. Yeah. So they're trying to just emphasize everything.
Yeah.
Well, but while you're emphasizing a sentence, what happens if you need to emphasize another word in that sentence?
Well, that's the point.
It's a continual sort of escalation of,
now it's underlined.
Now I'm in red,
now it's bold
font.
Now it's red.
Yeah. Now it's Comic Sans. Now it's underlined.
Yeah.
Yes.
I firmly believe that there's sort of a rule in copywriting of, the worse the line of copy, the more exclamation points it'll have in it. Nothing?
Yeah, no.
Striking out a lot today.
We write a lot of copy.
I got a chuckle.
All of the rest of us designers.
But yeah, I mean, because this guy's crazier than Connie Marshall, and he's.
Hey, don't talk shit about Connie Marshall.
You don't think so? You think? No.
Well, okay.
I feel like Connie Marshall, she had a sort of lunatic objective of just sort of conspiracy theories and everyone's out to get me. And that
she was focused.
Right, exactly. It was a point that she hammered home. But
She's
that's my point here is that this guy is so crazy that he just can't be one kind of crazy at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, although, I will say, this is, I've seen a lot of crazy websites. This has possibly the least misspellings of any crazy website I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
And if you're looking for a crazy website, you can go to thefpl.us. It uses one font.
Ugh, boring.
God.
Yeah, and if you need somewhere to tell people how much blood and semen you've consumed in the last day, come to Ball Pits.
How do I get to Ball Pit?
That's BALLP.IT.
Ball Pit sounds super great, but I don't know if I really want to sign up to the forum, but I sure would like to give this podcast money. It seems like a cool thing that I should support.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Well, hey, it sounds like you would really like to flatter us.
Shut up.
Fuck. Assholes. Fuck this podcast.
Yeah, hey, everybody. No, yeah, no, yeah, oh, yeah, no, Portland, not even close, hey, no, maybe, yes, yeah, hey, semen, hey, no, menstrual blood, fuck, no, hey, what are sex fantasies, hi, no,